Okie dokie. I've done some partial unboxing of this. It did have some pallet wrap. I'm not sure if I need to do this with the scissors, but it might just lift off. It's been packed into 2 boxes. Aha, there we are. Hopefully, no, it does need the scissors. Hopefully, it's the correct way up. Although the fragile labels are upside down, but I went by the position of the address label, which was at the top. So we'll get this out. Quite modern, this machine, when it was launched. It's an 80s model. I think it's a sort of a late 80s. I can't recall. I wasn't interested really in Electrolux vacuums. I was aware of them when I was collecting in the 80s, but I mainly bought Hoover cleaners. Of course, I knew what the competition was doing. I've never had one of these. I think this is the predecessor, really, to the Contour. Right. See. Right, I'll just pause and cut all around this box. This can't be very interesting. Okie dokie, time for the big reveal. Is this going to be standing on its head, or is it the correct way round? Oh, pass the parcel time. Oh dear. Right, oh, haha. Da, 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 da. It's on its backside. Right. What an undignified way to enter the world. Oh dear. Come on, you. There we go. Oh dear. It's not too heavy. Right. Well, so far, seems to have arrived in one piece. Well, it's arrived in 2 pieces, but that's intentional. That's one of the tools. There's some bags. We'll have a look at those. They're not genuine. Tut, tut, tut. I did buy some genuine bags for this, though. I think that's it. Okie dokie. Right, let's move the box to one side. And we'll open up the handle. So this is a 612. I believe there was a model below this, the 610, which I think was in a sort of a white colour with white and grey, and it didn't have the electronic motor speed control that this model has. I think that was the only difference, but I could be wrong. But these, for their time with the built-in tools, were very good, considering the machines Hoover were offering. Certainly looked more modern. So here's the handle. It's a good quality plastic on this. Assuming, yes, the screw is located just at the top here. So we'll undo the screw and the handle should just slide on, I expect. That's it. Lovely jubbly. And we just hand tighten the screw for now. In fact, that might be all that's needed, actually. I did cut my nails. I could have used a nail, but no, that's fine. I don't have to do anything else with that. This could be a replacement hose because, well, for one, it looks too new, and I have a feeling the original hose on this would have been dark blue to match, well, to match the end. You see, it doesn't look quite right, does it? So I think the hose has been replaced, but you know, I'm not too fussed about that, but yes, it seems to be in one piece. So far, so good. Okay, let's have a look in here. This will be the butterfly tool, I believe, the famous Electrolux butterfly tool. One of the few two-in-one tools I've any time for. That's gone a little bit fuzzy, hasn't it, there? I don't think there's anything I can do with that, but you know, it's not too bad. Again, that's colour coordinated with a nice navy blue. So I don't think this will reach up a standard flight of stairs somehow. That's been well used. You can tell how worn that is. It's been very well cleaned up and refurbished. But there you go. Dusting brush. Open up the wings and you have your small nozzle. Now that does actually live on board as well. There's a little hook here, so we should just be able to slide. I think it goes this way. There we go, yep. So that's the onboard butterfly tool. And the other tools are stored on the back. We've got a crevice tool. Again, quite worn, but cleaned up very well. That lives here. And one single plastic extension wand or tube. And then the hose fits neatly, very neatly. It was a very, well, was and is a very neat design, the way Electrolux incorporated all the tools into the back of this machine. When you see the machine from the front, you wouldn't know it's a tools attached upright. Unlike when Hoover started introducing tools attached uprights, all they did was bolt on a hose on the side of existing cleaners on their Turbo Power and Turbo Master uprights in order to try and compete with cleaners like this and other machines that had onboard tools. Hoover just slapped on a hose, and you could tell that it was just slapped on and not really designed from the beginning until they launched the Turbo Power 2, and the Turbo Power 2's hose and tools fit on the back of that in a very, very similar way. So perhaps some of the Hoover designers were having a little look at Electrolux's designs and thinking, we'll use that, as they often used to do. This, similar to the Turbo Power 2, is your carry handle, but it also forms your lower cord hook, and at the top we've got the upper cord hook, which does rotate. The flex does look original. It's in a grey finish. Doesn't look a very long cable. It's been repaired as well. I didn't realise that. It's been repaired in 2 places. But to get an original coloured cable would be very difficult. So there we go. It's got the old ye old clip at the bottom, and well, it's got a Sainsbury's branded plug, but that looks like an Eveready one, but obviously made for Sainsbury's by Eveready. So that clips onto there. So here she is, fully assembled and ready to switch on. Let's have a look at this in here. What have we got? It's just a receipt for the bags, I think. Now, we've just got a few bits. I didn't realise. That's handy. Oh yes, it is. The original instruction book, which is nice to see. Lovely jubbly. Gone are the days of nice black and white photos of real ladies. We've just got drawings, haven't we, with all showing you all the basic features, how to use the tools, how to change the bag, how to check for blockages, replace the filter, and on the back here, of course, we've got how to change the belt and the agitator which is probably not available anymore. Those, I think they're pretty much obsolete. And it looks like it's a complete agitator or brush roll that needs changing on these. You can't just slide in new brushes like you could on the Hoover cleaners of the time. Well, actually no, in the 80s, of course, Hoover introduced their one-piece activator, which again, you had to replace the whole body. Haven't got the filters, but I did. I think I've ordered some actually. Yes, I've got some new bags for this before it arrived, and I ordered a pack of filters. I haven't found any belts for it yet, but I'm sure belts are still available. That's just a bit of card that would have been inside genuine bags. I don't know if these are genuine. No, I wouldn't have thought so. I think they're a pattern spare. But as I said, I've got some upstairs that I bought before this vacuum arrived. Okay, we'll start from underneath. We'll have a look at the brush roll. So here's the brush roll. There's plenty of life in that, I think. Nice metal strips on the base plate. And it's a chevron design brush roll, which implies that the suction path is in the middle. Not sure if it is on these. I'll give it see if I can feel the hole. And normally, yes, it's to one side. This is the belt side, obviously, because we have the belt guard there. So to get access to the belt, it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flathead screws to remove the whole base plate. So belt is this side, and obviously the motor is in here, and the motor spindle will be sticking out there. And this side then, I think, will be the main suction path. So it's odd that the brush roll is designed in this way, because this design implies it's sweeping everything in towards the center. And some vacuum cleaners that have that design do have a central airflow, and that design is very effective. So there's that. You got 4 wheels. Not sure if that's correct. Hang on. There's something amiss. Oh, that's odd. Hang on, I'm just fiddling with my wheels. They seem to be sticking out of that. I think that's how it should be. It's just loosened itself, I think, in the journey. But quite small wheels at the back, but they're smooth running. We'll have a quick look at the old rating plate there. Okay, so this is a Lux product made in Britain, model Z612E, product number 9008926, serial number 7401294, 240 volts, 50 hertz, and it has a 560 watt motor. Turning over the cleaner, we can see the motor hood and a 4-position height control with a rotary dial, and it's endorsed by Her Maj Queen Elizabeth II, by appointment to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, suppliers of suction cleaners and floor polishers, Electrolux Limited, Luton Beds. About 2/3 of the way up the bag door, you can see here we've got a bag check indicator. It looks like a piston type bag check indicator. And then at the top of the bag door, we've got, of course, the Electrolux branding, and you also push this down, I believe, yes, to release the bag door to gain access to the dust bag. So here's the bag, nice new bag, no dirt has been sent. And this is the other side of the bag door, where we can see the piston check indicator. So obviously it moves to yellow as the bag falls, or if you get a blockage. Can't see a date wheel. Oh yes, there is a date wheel. Let's have a quick look. And the date wheel is just pointing to a 1. Oh. Well, I'm sure we don't mind what date it was made. The fact that it was made at all, that's all that matters. Press, it says here. So that's what I intend to do. I'm going to press. And pressing should release the dust bag, and with the dust bag out we can see a pre-motor filter just a sponge by the looks of it. Not sure if that's genuine. I'll find out when I get my packet of genuine bags. Now there is an exhaust filter. Well, I think there is, but is it accessible to the consumer? I think it could be. There's another grill here. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Pop that filter back. And we'll pop the bag back in place. So I assume you just locate it at the bottom and push it forward. That's right, that's clicked into place. And then we'll pop the bag door back on, locating the lugs at the bottom first and then pivoting it back. Well, yes, you can change the exhaust filter, so I'm just going to lower the handle so we've got easier access. We'll just check the instruction book, which is dated May 1987. So here's the exhaust filter. Now you are supposed to use a coin, but I might be able to. I've just cut my fingernails, so that's not going to help. I might be able to do it. Oh, yes, I can. And here we have an exhaust filter. Just pop that back like that. So I will renew those. As I said, I've got some on the way as we speak, or as I speak. Right, let's pop that back in. There we go, locate it at the top first. There we are. Okie dokie, well, I think I've shown you everything I can show you, apart from, of course, a bit of a switch on. Well, there is one thing I haven't pointed out, which for completeness I might as well, and that is the handle release button here that you press normally with your foot to lower the handle. Now, does it have a lock? Yes, it does. So it locks, which is, it's good because it means if you're cleaning rugs or you want to go over a different threshold, you can lift the cleaner on its back wheels and lift it onto a higher rug, or when you're cleaning fringes of a rug, you can pull it back like that to straighten a fringe. So you need to press it once more to clean under low furniture, and then it goes pretty flat to the floor. Okie dokie. Oh heck, you know, there are two things I haven't shown you. Don't worry, I'll be switching this on very, very soon. So what I haven't shown you, of course, is the on-off button and the variable speed control. So here is the push button on-off, and on the other side we've got your electronic control. Very nifty for this time, for the 80s. So you can vary it from low, medium, up to boost, but of course it's a stepless control, so you can have any of the settings in between. And we've got the nice little logo here. I can't remember what that's called. There is something, there is a name for that, but that just symbolises the fact that it's got electronic controls. Okie dokie then, time for the switch on. So we'll just release the quick release hook at the top of the machine. I'm just going to trust it works. I'll start off on low, I think. Always like to start off on low and then ramp up the speed. Plug in, switch on. That might come on because I've been fiddling with the switch. No. Okay, now this might have been booby-trapped to explode. So if it has, goodbye, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in heaven. Some of you obviously won't be coming to heaven, but I certainly will be. Right. Heaven will be full of lovely little dogs and lots of vacuums. What a lovely, lovely sounding vacuum that is, folks. Isn't it? She's a little bit creaky, you know, she's an old girl. She's not been taking her cod liver oil, but I'm going to try it on low power and give it a push. Sorry, give her a push. to push, actually, to be honest, on its boost setting. So I'm just going to, yes, there is a setting in between the lowest setting and the sort of low to medium setting. I'll see if that makes a difference pushing wise. She's a little bit whiffy, I have to say, considering how spotlessly clean she is. She's a bit dirty smelling. Anyway, here's the hose. I do like the way it swivels. It's a bit squeaky. It's a nice way it swivels, and the hose is angled, very reminiscent of the Miele uprights that you can no longer buy in this country. So it's a stretch hose, but no way is that going to reach up a standard flight of stairs. No hope whatsoever. Now then, I did get my doobry out before filming this. Oh, it's over there. Just hold on. I'm going to keep hold of the hose and see how far it stretches when I just try and get past the empty box. Oh, dearie me. I'll do myself a mischief one day. Are you right over there, Daisy? Daisy's on the sofa now. She's just appeared. You've woken up, having a stretch. Right, I've got me doobry. You can just have a look. We'll just have a look. We'll have a look at the old suction gauge. See where this goes to. We'll try it on low and then boost. So we'll turn the dial down to low setting, and then we'll see what sort of suction this old girl produces. Okay, so I've got the vacuum gauge. Might be a bit difficult to get a tight seal on the end of this because it is a little bit worn. I suppose I could do it on the end of the wand. That looks a bit better. I don't think this is going to affect the suction much. Oh, that's a tighter seal. Okay. There we are. So we'll see what it's like. I'm going to put it on low, medium, and then boost, and we'll just see where the needle ends up. Well, it was around about 20 on low, 40 on medium, and approximately 50 on boost. You'd think it'd go to 60, wouldn't you? That would be consistent. But 50 inches of water, whatever that means, isn't bad for an upright vacuum cleaner from the late 80s, is it? This is just a gauge of suction. There are other ways of determining performance of a vacuum. Well, this doesn't really determine the performance of a vacuum. Suction power, as I've said before, is just one element into a successful vacuum cleaner. You've got to have suction. Well, some vacuum cleaners obviously rely on suction alone, but to get deep down cleaning you do need some sort of agitation, normally in the form of a beta bar on brushes or just brushes alone. Anything that can disturb the carpet fibres does help. Oh, you're a squeaky old girl. You're a squeaky one. Okay, well, pretty pleased with this vacuum cleaner. She does look almost brand new. Looking at my viewfinder, obviously with real eyes, even old eyes like mine, I can see many flaws, but I'm never satisfied. As you know, if you watch me, I'm satisfied enough. I'm pleased. It's a thumbs up. I'm pleased. So, it's a result. Anyway, I think we'll make this nice clean Electrolux 612 a little bit dirtier, inside at least, by putting down some muck. Okie dokie, so I've thrown down a load of muck, including some clumps of hair, which might be a bit of a struggle for this Electrolux 612. And I've got the height setting sort of midway. just to see how that goes. I'm going to do it on, I'm going to start on medium setting. We won't go straight to boost. We'll see how it copes on medium. Okay, instead of coming back with the cleaner running, I thought we'd have a look at what it's done on the forward pass only. And that isn't bad, is it? Line of shame is back, folks. The line of shame is back here. But, you know, it's not perfect. Always the loose leaf tea. You can always see some of that left. And some of the rice and couscous here. Now, considering that most vacuums, uprights certainly, work better on the reverse pass than they do on the forward. You always get more dirt out. Well, actually no, it's got the majority of dirt, I tell a lie, it's got the majority actually on the forward pass, but often when you pull the machine back, it tends to get most of the rest of it. And that's on medium, don't forget. It's on medium. So, we'll do it again. We'll pull it back, try and line it up, and we'll see if it leaves it cleaner on the reverse pass. Well, of course, we've still got a bit of line of shame here where the belt guard is. And there's a few bits of the loose leaf tea. Crikey, this performs better than I expected it to. It is quite a lot of muck I've put down for this old girl to cope with. She thought she was in retirement, and then I buy her and she has to pick up dirt again, far more dirt than she normally picks up. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'm going to clean this mess up, but this time using the machine on boost mode. Well, there you go, folks, the Electrolux 612 Electronic. Very pleased with this vacuum. The performance, very, very good. Exceptional, really, for an old vacuum cleaner. You know, they really knew how to make vacuum cleaners back in the day. Those folks at Electrolux, and Hoover did, of course. I do prefer the older machines. The technology may not be as fancy as some of the cordless machines we have today, but by heck, they sure could churn out a decent vacuum cleaner in Luton, Bedfordshire, as well as, of course, Perivale in Middlesex, and later Cambuslang in Scotland for the Hoover cleaners. But all in all, that's a lovely vacuum. I'm sure you'll agree if you're stuck to the screen at the end of this video. If you're still watching, hi, thanks for staying with me. and enjoying this Electrolux upright cleaner. More vacuum cleaners to come, of course, on this channel. More Electroluxes, more Hoovers, Sharks, even the odd Dyson might pop up. You never know. But until the next time, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, click the bell icon, and you'll be notified every time I upload another video. So until then, it's goodbye from me, and goodbye from the Electrolux 612.